hang on, I gotta fix something. I have to fix my camera. More betterer. Can we talk? Hey everybody, it's Kathy with Kathy's Online Sales. So much going on. I'm glad I was here because we had a storm and I didn't know if it was going to knock out our electric or not. So glare, glare, glare everywhere. Glare. How are you doing? I hope you're going to have a great weekend. Okay, I want to wish my daughter. Today is my daughter Michelle's birthday. Everybody wish her a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle. Turning 50. 50 is nifty, right? Okay, let me get off of there. Okay, now, so today's topic is just let it go. And the reason I'm talking about this is because there's some things that, this is the way I do things. I'll get inventory from storage units, people give me stuff, whatever. Okay, so I try to sell the most expensive things first, especially if I get a storage unit. Anyway, forgot. Today's August 9th, 2024. It's a Friday. I'm here Mondays and Fridays. Sorry about that. Just dawned on me. So anyway, I sell the most expensive things first if I can, or I list them. Then if stuff doesn't sell online like I want it to, I'll lower the price. And I give it time though, because not everybody's on the internet every day like we are. So I'll lower the price. If I want it to go quickly, I usually lower the price like 10% every week. And then I will, if it still doesn't sell online, then you can go as low as you can go. If you are able to, let's say it's a piece of clothing, you can bulk lot clothing. And then if it still doesn't sell that way, or if you've lowered the price to where it's impossible to lower it anymore, then it will go to a yard sale. If it does not go sell in the yard sale, then it gets donated. You can also, before you donate, if you decide, well, I don't want to donate, I want this whole truckload, whole storage unit gone, you can offer it up on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. You can offer it online at your local group, and you can say, come get it for this much money. I'm letting it go, but you must take all. I love doing that. So there's lots and lots of ways you can don't hang on to it. You run out of room after a while. You don't want to hang on to it. Stuff that I've listed online, like Poshmark, it stays listed. eBay doesn't. Mercari stays listed. So the inventory system I have for things like that is I number it. And then what works for me is I have a number for the month that I listed it. Okay, this is August. It's 8. So the tote is number 8. I'll go through the tote from number 8. I'll go through that tote. Anything that I feel needs to be relisted or taken down, let go, I'll do it at that time. Sometimes I let it ride a little bit and lower the price and stuff like that. But it's not worth your time to hang on to stuff that's only worth $1. It's not worth your time to hang on to stuff that you forget you have and you haven't lowered the price and you just, yeah. So shop your own inventory first before you go out and buy more. Okay, there was this thing I wanted to watch. It is Creative Commons, so I can share it with you. I don't know if it's any good or not. I have not seen it, so I am going to share this video and we can watch it together and let's see what happens.
To what it feels we should be getting. I think I have found a way to regain control in an organically, naturally growing way to increase our impressions and our traffic. So what I mean by this is eBay obviously controls, and we know they've admitted it, that they will control the amount of traffic you get on what they feel comfortable with and how popular your account is and how well maintained and the quality of your account and the standing of the account on the platform, etc.
Yep.
Now, with this said, since the implementation of the offsite ads campaign and an even further throttling control that they wish to have on what you can achieve, and it's not meant that way as such, but it's more a case of they want to control how much you're paying, how much they're getting from you, in order for you in return to be getting that traffic and to be getting those sales. We could see that they have done some major changes over the last 6 to 12 months. I mean, we're talking a lot of changes happening on the platform, and 99% of them are technical. Now, yes, many of you will go, I just want to sell products. I want to list my product. I want to sell my product. And that's fine. That is the ultimate goal. But there are ways for you to be more in control, or to be able to direct and stroke the ego of the algorithm.
Okay.
We know they're on there. We've covered many of these tactics and ideas and tips along the way, from item-specific optimization to image optimization, metadata. We've covered, and I gave out some information and advice back in September before it became more widely known about the item description box, and how they were using that for gaining valuable information for placement within the indexing on its platform, or quick indexing on the platform for placing your products in front of people. Some have taken this on board. Some haven't quite got it yet, but that's fine. Go back and check the video if you wish. It'll be under the September update. Check that out. Certainly worth a look into. That can give you a good step forward in boosting a bit more visibility. Now, we know they made some major indexing coding under the Cassini for that precise reason, for placing your products in front of people for quick pulling of products. But they've also made a lot of other changes. Obviously, the promoted listings is another contention. We won't go into that today to go degrees on those subjects, but they have introduced this new, as many would see, a money grab with the offsite ad promoting. Now, it's been proven, whether you like it or not, that they are blocking site crawling and indexing from externally onto your listings, so that the only way you can promote your listings off-site is to go through this, I don't want to use the word police state, control, but you get the gist of where I'm going. To make sure that if you want to promote your listings offsite, you have to go through eBay, and then obviously they will then get a cut of that traffic on the cost per impression, click, whatever you want to call it. So I've been working very hard to try out a few different things and finding ways to try and circumvent this whole control, because it's a monopolization of your visibility. Now, we pay them a service to use their platform. We don't then expect them to be hiding our listings from the rest of the 7 billion people in the world, potentially, just for the sake of using their platform. It's a very sneaky way, and I'm not sure legality how they get around it, but hey, I'm not into that side of it. But there are ways, as mentioned in previous videos, to look at circumventing this a little. So it's about...
So what is it?
I mean, we know that eBay as a platform, the algorithm, the AI, whatever you want to call it, will look at many factors on your account, on how well it's looked after, how well you're selling, your click-through rate, your sell-through rate, your et cetera, et cetera. So what we're covering here is a way, or to show you the basics of what I've been testing out now for a little over about a month. And here are the findings with a bit more solidification to the research. So I have covered that you need, or it would be beneficial.
Hey, Flo, I'm looking up technical
stuff. If you're going to
be
advertising or trying to advertise your product from...
hi, Flo. All I'm doing is looking at technical stuff on eBay.
Offsite, to get people into your listings, you want to be doing it through your categories or your store. The reason for that is, one, most predominantly, it does not affect your strike rate, your sell-through rate, your click rate into your listings. So where you may drive tens of thousands of people looking at a particular listing, if none of them are buying it, that greatly reduces your sell-through rate. So the algorithm will then look at it and go, it's getting loads of traffic, but it's really not getting a sale. So why should we waste our time giving you the traffic on site if you're not going to get that closure? Sending it to your store doesn't affect that statistic within the algorithm. Sending it to your categories does not affect your statistics on that part of the algorithm. I've proved it, I've shown it, and this is where we're moving forwards. So what we need to do, or technically what you could do, is pull traffic into your store, into your categories. The algorithm looks at your account and sees that you are getting more traffic to your store. People are interested to visit your store, your categories. Now, they don't have a preference of, we don't like this particular seller.
Now, I don't know what he's talking about, but I advertise my stuff on Facebook and, other places. X, all of that. I advertise as much as I can outside of eBay. I just don't let eBay handle it.
Too small, or he's not selling motor parts. That's not how they look at it. What they look at, the coding is looking at people buying, people being interested. They see people coming to your store. They know then that they can see this is gaining momentum. This store, this account is getting a lot of interest. So we can see it's getting interest. Let's give them some traffic from our pot of internal. And see how it goes. Now, just to have a look, before going to any further, let's just have a look at some figures of where things have been up to so far. Okay, so we can see here that this is from around the end of July, and I've done this specifically in a quarter just to show you. So this is a 3-month period. Now we can see here that all through, and it is the same before, all through July, August, September, most of the way through, or in fact to the end of October, it is almost a consistent flat line. And this is the promoted listings, and they both play the same preference to the interest on your account. You can see that I'm averaging around 150,000 promoted listings impressions per day. We can also see from this screen I'll just turn off the previous to that, although you can see that there was a massively low throughout the previous quarter, which is obviously around the April time when everybody got hit. Summertime picked up a bit, and I managed to level out. Let's just get rid of that when it wants to. Doesn't want to.
Hurry up,
Okay,
dude.
that's fine. Level out these impressions. So you can see all the way through, all the way to the end of October. It didn't matter what I did. It was keeping a pretty much calm sea level of impressions, no matter how many listings I added, no matter how well I optimized. It was just sitting around the same sort of levels. And we were really struggling to get small incremental increases beyond this level. Now, as we can see, around about the November time, we had a massive hit. Now, this, from my understanding, will be around the time they did an upgrade on the search indexing algorithm, or one of the updates, and that massively hit us.
Okay, so now what?
You can see I managed to get it back up. I was testing out a couple of things, just teasing things around this time. And then it came back down again. Now, this is December. If you notice, this is when the offsite ads came into play. We lost a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic. Now, we can see here towards the end of December and January on this particular screen where the traffic started growing considerably.
Okay.
So we started getting way
So
above
what did you do
the
different?
benchmark of what we were receiving back in the previous quarter. And we've now been pretty consistently, that's today obviously, but pretty consistently around the 200 to 300,000, somewhere in there, varying, promoted listed impressions. So just from the promoted listing side of things, we've almost doubled our average.
Okay.
So going back to this screen here, now this is the traffic, okay? So this traffic was pretty consistent all the way through to October. We then move on to the next month, which is where we are into October. This is the current quarter, or the current 3-month quarter of stats. Came down in November, came down in December. And then as I've implemented this,
you know, the promoted listings you have to pay for. So I don't think that's fair.
Workaround, the knock-on effect, which is great because it wasn't necessarily what I was aiming for, but it is a win-win. Excuse me. Is we have had a massive increase. A massive increase in promoted listed impressions, and more importantly, organic impressions.
Okay.
Now, these organic impressions are huge. You can see around the December time when they did the offsite ads, they just wasted us. They completely wasted us. We were hardly getting any organic traffic, and everything was promoted, which is what they want. They want you to be getting promoted listing impressions. They want you to be getting sales off those because they're making sales off of it. They want you to promote offsite because then they'll get another double dip and they'll get the offsite ad promotion as well. Now, if you are happy with that and you don't want to be going down the other road that we're going to be discussing, then that's great. That's absolutely fine. And more credit to you. But if you, like me, are willing to explore other avenues that are a little bit more technical or a little bit more time consuming,
hurry up,
to
dude,
potentially gain on the other side of the fence once this embeds itself into your account, it's well worth the work. So we're going to go into a couple of screenshots and we're going to go through how it's worked, basically what I've been doing. I'm not going to give you the exact thing I'm doing at this point, I have to be honest, and that's only because it's not for everyone. But the principal points behind it will work regardless of what system you use to gain this. Okay, I'll go into more detail. So we can see from our accounts here and the screenshot I'm popping up now that the first incremental basis, and these run on 9-day cycles, the system is judging and looking back and deciding how much traffic to give you on a 9-day cycle. All right. So from 26th of December to the 3rd of January, which we can see here on this screen, there has been an incremental growth up to and above what we were receiving on a steady basis before, overall, on traffic, on impressions. But most important, we're gaining organic traffic. We're getting 4, 5,
new
and sometimes
people.
6 times
Yeah.
more organic traffic than we were getting prior to the offsite ad implementation. Then on the next cycle of 9 days, between the 4th of January and the 12th of January, we can see it spiked again, moved up a section, it was trusting more, and it was giving more, and it was giving us an average of around, I would say, 378,000. So we're now more than double overall in impressions than what we were getting on a consistent level quarter increase, or first quarter, first 9 days.
Too much talk, not enough answers.
It's trying you out with more traffic. Now, as long as you are getting sales, it is seeing a sell-through rate increase. Okay, so as long as you're getting those sales, even if they were consistent from what you were getting before, let's just say everyone varies.
Okay, I'm skipping ahead because I can't handle this.
And I'm going to be working on the next stage, over the next, or interest within your niches. There could be Reddit threads, or there could be Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, communities, pages, threads, anything that is interested in the categories that you're selling. You can promote. If you take out a little bit of time per day, creating a list, a post, or a comment, or something on one of these groups, communities, or pages,
bring it over,
probably takes, say, 15 minutes. Now,
hurry up.
Mine is on the listing, or you can try the promotion. Now, the benefits of that is, one, you're driving traffic to your store and your category.
Yes.
Two, you're driving traffic to your account. You're getting it we deserve, the visibility we deserve, and this can grow through this meet. It's got that spur of the moment buyer, unicorn buyer.
I'm sorry, this dude is just wasting my time. So what's going on, Flo? I'm here. I'm gone. Oh gosh, that's so funny. Sorry, Flo. I was trying to see something that would help eBay, selling on eBay, but he was too wordy. I can't do that. I don't have the patience for that. Anyway, just make sure that you don't hang on to stuff that's not going anywhere. Just get rid of it. You'll get more. A lot of times you can post something for what you paid for it. You'll get a little less after fees, but at least it'll go, right? And that's the way I do it sometimes too. I'll drop it to a point, and then that's it. I'm not going to drop it any further. I'll let it sit for a while, and then I'll pull it eventually. And it usually goes to yard sale or donated, or both, whatever. So don't sit on all that stuff. Go through your listings every now and then. And like I said, the way I got my inventory, I number it by the month. So I'm going from number 7, which is July, to number 8, which is August. I'm going, okay, let me see what I got in here from last year. Keep it, relist it, whatever you want to do with it, but do something with it. If you keep it, you need to lower the price. If you don't want to deal with it, then pull it. So, okay. Sorry I didn't have time to chit chat, but I was really interested to see what this guy had to say, which is a lot of words, and it didn't mean nothing to me. All right. I will talk to y'all later. I got to get off here. I got to get so much done. And where is the music maestro?